निश्चित तौर पे मुझे लगता है
Welcome you all to New Delhi for this meeting of the Quad Foreign Ministers. Meeting for the third time in less than 18 months. We will be discussing and deciding our shared activities. Obviously, that will take into account the many challenges and opportunities in the world. Our focus will clearly be on the Indo-Pacific, which is the specific remit of the Quad. At the global level, we have to address issues like supply chain resilience, connectivity choke points, manufacturing and resource concentrations, and gaps in critical infrastructure. Each one of them offers a new argument for more partnerships, stronger growth, and realizing the promise of technologies. The Indo-Pacific has, in addition, its own particular concerns. This will require enhancing strategic confidence, ensuring maritime security, promoting economic choices, and fostering a deeper collaborative ethos. And that is best done by promoting trusted and transparent partnerships. Over the past several months, our officials have advanced collaboration across key Quad priorities, including maritime security, critical technologies, economic resilience, and HADR. We have seen encouraging progress on many initiatives. As maritime democracies, pluralistic societies, and market economies, we share a responsibility towards a free and open Indo-Pacific. The region must remain a driver of global growth and stability. We will be underlining that today, through our deliberations, which I'm confident will be useful and productive. I thank you all for being here, and I would request you to make your opening remarks, starting with Australia. So over to you, Penny.
Thank you very much, Minister Jaishankar, and can I thank you for hosting us here in Delhi, for bringing us together. We meet in the world's largest democracy and a power that is so important in the shaping of the Indo-Pacific and the world. And to Secretary Rubio, can I acknowledge that since you have been in office, the leadership that you have shown on the Quad, I think your very first meeting after you were sworn in, we appreciate it. And Minister Motegi has been there from the very beginning, so he's one of the original Quad ministers, so thank you for your leadership as well. I wanted to start by reflecting on a point that Minister Jaishankar made at one of our earlier Quads in Washington, I think, and you spoke about choices and about doing what we can together to ensure that the Indo-Pacific and the countries within it have the freedom of choice on their security and on asserting their sovereign interests, their freedom of choice on their development and on the future of the region we all share. And that is central to how Australia approaches our engagement in the Quad. It's why this partnership and this meeting matters so much to Australia. And it matters to us, it matters to the region, and therefore it matters to the world. I think we all understand we meet today with a region that is under pressure, accelerating contest, a deteriorating strategic environment and acute economic stress. We are four sovereign nations. We have our own histories, our own interests, but there is great alignment between our interests. And we all share a vision for the Indo-Pacific, a region that is free and open, a region that is peaceful, stable and prosperous. And we each bring our unique perspective, experiences and strengths together as we work to achieve such a region. As the Quad, we've delivered concrete results when we've responded to natural disasters, when we've mobilised to support communities affected by things like the earthquake in Myanmar or the landslide in Papua New Guinea. We've also cooperated on critical infrastructure, undersea cables, we've cooperated on maritime security, and we've cooperated on critical minerals. We all want the Quad to be as strong and as effective as we can make it be, focused on delivering, and we are determined to continue its momentum. This is the future we want for our region, peaceful, stable, prosperous region, and today we continue the work to build that. Thank you, Jai.
Thank you. May I now request Japan, Mr. Motegi.
Thank you, Jay. I'll speak in Japanese. 本日日米豪印外相会合を開
I am
催できる
happy
ことを
to hold
嬉しく
the
思います
Quad Foreign Ministers meeting today.
I'll wait. 本日日米
So
豪印外
today
相
I
会
am
合を開催できる
delighted
ことを
to
嬉
hold
しく思いま
this
す。
Quad Foreign
主催い
Ministers
ただいた J
meeting.
に
I would
感謝を
like
い
to
たしま
thank
す。
Jay for
前
kindly
回私
hosting
が
the
外務大臣に
meeting.
なった2019 年
Back
の
in
9月、
2019,
初めて
September,
の
when
日
I
米
was the
豪印
foreign
外相
minister
会談が
last
開
time,
催をさ
the
れました。
inaugural
日
Quad
米豪
Foreign
印には
Ministers meeting
個人
was
的に
held.
も思い
So
入れ
I
があり
have
ます。
special
今
fondness
回
for the Quad
11回目となる
meeting.
外
This
相
is the
会合の開
11th
催は
meeting of
日
the
米豪
Quad
印が
Foreign
自由で開
Ministerial.
かれたインド
And
太
this
平洋
meeting signifies
保育の実現に向け
unshaken,
実践
firm
的な協
message
力
to
を
the
力
world
強
that
く
Quad will
推
strongly
進していく
promote
との
practical
揺るぎないメッ
cooperation
セージ
to
になると考
realize
えてい
free
ま
and
す。
open
保育が提
Indo-Pacific.
唱されてから
It has
ちょ
been
う
just
ど
10
10年になり
years
ますが、
since
この
the
間に
FOIP
国際秩序の構造
has
的
been
な変化が
advocated,
生じており
and
ます。
there has
こう
been
した時代の変化に対応するため、
structural changes
高市総
happening
理
in the
は
international
保育
order
を
in order to
進化させ
respond
る
to those
表明をい
changes
た
of
し
the
ました。
time. Prime Minister
その主なポイン
Takaichi
トは、
has stated
域内
that
各国が
FOIP
自
will be
らの将来を
updated.
自
The
らの
main
手で
point
決
of
める
the
ために
update
必要
is
な
that the
自律性、強
Indo-Pacific
靭性、
nations
これ
should
は経
strengthen
済安全保
resilience
障でもエ
and
ネルギー安全
necessary
保障でも
capacity
そうであり
to
ますが、
determine their
この
own
自律
future,
性、
including
強靭性を
the
強化
economic
することであり
security.
ます。本日はこうした観点も踏まえて、
Today, I hope to have
日
frank
米豪
discussion,
印協力の加速のため、
including this
率直な議
perspective,
論
to
を行い
accelerate
たいと思い
the
ます。
Quad
Thank you so
collaboration.
much.
Thank you, Toshi. Could I request
ありがとうございます。では、ルビオさんお願いします。
First, I want to thank Jay Shankar and the Indian government for hosting us, not just me personally, but over the last 3 days. Not just, I want to thank Minister Jay Shankar and the Indian government for hosting us here, not just in the bilateral visit over the last 3 days, but for hosting this important gathering here again today. I want to thank Toshi and Penny as well for joining us, your willingness to come over here and do this. And it comes at an important time. It was our goal, as I began as Secretary of State, and has been pointed out earlier, my first meeting as a Secretary of State was the Quad, literally, within minutes of being sworn in. And I thought that demonstrated our commitment to this process. But our goal collectively over the last year has been to turn this from a forum in which we meet and talk about problems to one where we actually do something about it. And I think we can report to our peoples, respectively, that we are beginning to do that pretty aggressively and pretty impressively on the areas of cooperation. And it's also interesting that on the areas that we are working together on have become even more relevant and more important because of recent events around the world. And so today, I think we'll make even further progress on operationalizing our relationship on the areas that we can cooperate on. And by the way, the most interesting thing about the Quad is not simply that it is a gathering of 4 strategic allies in which we come together to sort of compare notes about areas of common interest, but also, not only is it increasingly becoming a forum by which we begin to take action, but each of these 4 nations represented here today bring unique capabilities that collectively we can bring to bear on some of the most significant problems facing the world, whether it's a humanitarian response, whether it's the security of energy, whether it's the freedom of navigation, whether it's the need to diversify our supplies of not just energy, but critical minerals and supply chains. These are areas where all 4 of our countries, collectively and individually, can bring tremendous assets to bear in terms of solving these problems. So thank you for hosting us, and I know we're going to continue to not just meet but take action, because a lot of work happens after our meetings. Our staffs go back, they coordinate year-round constantly. We have people at the State Department that are specifically assigned to this relationship and to this forum and to turning it into action. And today we'll just continue to build upon the momentum that already exists and hopefully begin to increasingly show to the people of our respective countries the momentum that's behind this gathering of strategic allies. So thank you.
Thank you very much. So we will now give the press time to relocate and then resume our discussions.
की